going to get breakfast. We ended up going to the same place. That's kind of bright. We ended up going to the same place that we went yesterday, mostly because the coffee was good. How was your breakfast?
Good.
She got the same thing I did this time. Look at this view. They have like those water fountains all over the city, and it's literally just to fill up. It's fresh water to fill up your water bottles, and it just runs continuously. And it's cold. During breakfast, we were talking about a couple of the things that we liked about Rome, and I think the thing that we liked the most about it, like over everything else, is just the walkability and being able to just walk outside your front door and go to things. That's one thing that's lacking in Nashville, and that's one thing that I miss, and I know Savannah misses. That's one of the reasons we're ultimately moving to an apartment. That is our last full day in Rome. I'm not completely sure what we're doing. We're honestly probably just going to wander around, mostly because that's how I like, and I think Savannah likes to explore when we're traveling. We like to just stumble upon things. But is that a fair assumption?
Sure.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I already booked it.
We're getting lunch right now. That last clip, I was putting the camera away, and our waiter actually asked what kind of camera it was because he actually takes pictures. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I love carrying this thing around. You just get to meet new people and talk about like camera. It's amazing. I love it. Got back from the Airbnb. The food was good. So I wanted to take some time and kind of talk about this camera and what I've kind of been using it for recently. And it's been different since I first got the camera. When I first got this Insta360, I used it or tried using it as like a main vlogging camera, to where like if I couldn't take this, then I would use this as my vlogging camera, and it works okay if I'm being completely honest. But honestly, if I really wanted to go for image quality, then I would just reach for my cell phone if I couldn't take this camera, because this shoots in 4K, and I think the image in this is better than this. But the thing that makes this thing so compelling, and more compelling than this, is going to be taking this out and just having this little action pod thing. And honestly, I think the main reason that I'm still using this and I haven't like just put this aside is this. Being able to just mount this or slap this on anything metal, push this button, and then walk away and walk through frame. Like that's amazing. Like I do that a lot. When I'm setting this camera down, there's always a risk of somebody taking it, and not to mention I can't just set this like on. If I wanted to get this shot with this camera, I would have to mount it or put it on this perch, and down there, that's if things go wrong, that's quite a big fall, and this camera wouldn't survive. But this, I can just slap it on there, and I know that this camera is going to be fine. It's not going to go anywhere. It's magnetic. And the second reason that I use this is that it is more convenient to use this than my phone, because if I wanted to record something, all I have to do is push this button one time and I know that it's recording, versus this I have to go through, hit the camera app, swipe over video, and then if I want to hit wide angle I have to, and not to mention it keeps all of the footage separate than my phone. So if I'm running and I want to continue to listen to the audiobook or a phone call or whatever I'm doing with my phone, I can still capture video with this and not be interrupted by my phone. So that's pretty much it. What I've really been using this thing for is just a secondary camera that's just, I can just stick it on anything, and it works great for that. Based on the Google search that we just did, I guess Michelangelo designed this whole square. It's kind of cool. Before I came here, somebody told me when you travel, it allows you to get a different perspective on the world, and it allows you to, it really just opens your eyes to how broad and how vast the world is. And honestly, I didn't really understand what they were talking about until coming here. And that's totally true. Like seeing different cultures, seeing how people live differently, it's a cool thing. If you can do it, you should. Man right over there was picking up cigarettes and smoking them off the ground. We're looking for water.
Solo qui da Odi Store. Scegli il gusto che più ti piace.
That store had the brightest light, the loudest music I've ever been in. What do you think this is? I thought it was a sword at first, but it looks like it's like some kind of clamp thing. We've been wandering around for about 2 hours looking for food. We haven't found anything yet. It's kind of like when you go to Home Depot and you want one shade of, like you want to paint your house green, but there's a million shades of green and you never can decide. It's the same thing here. We found a restaurant. We originally just wanted 2 glasses each, but the waiter was as good as a used car salesman, and he talked us into buying the whole bottle. So now we're having to finish it because we're not gonna.